Well, we've reached Friday, March 26th. We are 1 week from Good Friday. And today we are reading this passage. We're back in Philippians, but here, chapter 2, this section that is encouraging us to imitate Christ in his humility. Now, there is such a thing as false humility. You know what I'm talking about when people okay, here's an example. Years ago I was in a church where there was this kind of pompous guy who was the choir director, and sometimes he would sing, and at the end he'd sort of grab his heart and point up to God, and it felt like such false humility, or maybe a football player who scores his touchdown and points to God. I don't know. I'm sure God is pleased with his touchdown. But in any case, that's another devotional for another day. What does it mean to be humble? Well, there's something interesting here, being of the same mind, the mind of Christ. But being of the same mind also means, in many ways, agreeing that even if we disagree, we're not going to be contentious about it because we have the same purpose before us, which is living a life for Christ and in Christ. Having the same love, God's love, being in full accord and of one mind. Again, if our goal and our purpose is the same, even though we disagree, we're still going to be one body. And then it's do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, and look to the other's interest. Now, that is really the essence, in many ways, of humility. What I do for God. What I do on behalf of others. And on top of that, every decision, let's talk about the church. When there's a decision to be made, the question isn't so much, gee, what do I want? It's what is good for others? What will be the best for others? And even others who have not yet ever even stepped in the building. We want our church to be a place where we're comfortable and where we like it. But Christ is always saying to us, yes, but you're here because you're supposed to reach those who haven't been reached, to bring God's love and compassion and forgiveness to a hurting world, and to keep the interests not of my own self, but of others, of those sheep who are not yet in the fold. I don't know. It's not easy, but it is what this humility of Christ is all about, always looking to the well-being of others, not destroying myself in the process, but knowing that the interests of others I should hold dear to my heart. How can I humble myself as Jesus did? Where does my own self-interest get in the way too much? And what do I need to do to turn my attention to others?